Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, Roman Reigns is back in WWE.
Is Seth Rollins' injury a swerve?
Adam Cole was ready to retire at All In.
And backstage reaction to WWE Evolution. I'm Adam Wilborn.
I'm Andy Murray. Mr. Murray, if you're nasty.
This is the news.
You didn't expect the Papa Roach,
No.
the Janet Jackson there, did you? Let's talk about Roman Reigns.
Yes.
He's back in the Fed, in Titan Sports, Stamford, WWE, WWF, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's WWE, you should probably just call it that, but he's back. He returned at the end of last night's episode of Raw. Big pop, big return, big moment, capital M moments, obviously. Looks like we're setting up some kind of wacky tag team match for SummerSlam.
Oh.
But let's talk through the events that led to this. It was a gauntlet match to determine Gunther, the big man's number one contender for SummerSlam. That match was won by CM Punk. He took care of Braun Breaker last in the gauntlet. Braun ran the field, basically, kicked everybody's ass, and then the Punksman kicked his ass with an assist from Jey Uso. Bronson Reed interfered. I almost had Braun Breaker interfered in his own match.
B&B Security.
B&B, that's them. The bed and breakfast team, they were taking care of business. Jey Uso came down, even the odds, and that effectively facilitated CM Punk's win. Him and Jey are friends, and they've been storyline friends for ages. Afterwards, the heels, the Seth Riders, do we still call them that now that Rollins is out?
Oh, good question.
I don't know. Let us know in the comment section below what you call them. Probably not the Seth Riders. Punk won, all this stuff. The heels were mad afterwards. Roman Reigns came down to even the score. He had a nice new t-shirt on. It said OTC1.
Sure did.
Original Tribal Chief 1.
Is that what? I've missed all this.
It's weird.
Is this a thing?
Yeah, I think it's just an excuse to sell a new t-shirt.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't hate it. I don't hate the
I like
the game.
Ava's new t-shirts.
Yeah.
The real final boss.
NXT final boss. Yeah, you got to beat Ava, and then you win. I don't know. Who knows? When was the last time she wrestled? Like 3 years ago?
It was a while back.
Crazy,
it was the Dyad and that, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's right. Missed them. Afterwards, there was some interesting stuff as well. CM Punk went for a handshake with Roman. Roman was like, no, don't think so, Mr. Phil. But he did help Jey up, because obviously it looks like they're heading to Roman and Jey versus Breaker and Reed at SummerSlam. I'd like a Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns singles match at some point as well. I think that'd be good. But before we dive into our analysis of this, let's analyze this deal from NordVPN.
Excellent.
We're running till the end of the month, 76% off, up to 4 months for free, up to $50 Amazon gift card. That's 50 quid here in the UK. If you're traveling, if you're on the road, if you're from the USA and you're in the UK and you want to watch your shows, you need this. Stay safe online. Watch out for these data thieves and trackers and jerks out there. You need this NordVPN deal in your life. End of the month. We've extended it. You loved it so much. Roman Reigns.
Yes.
Yes.
I love all of this. Absolutely ecstatic to see him back. Obviously, all the rumours were surrounding him being involved in SummerSlam in one way or another, whether he was going to pop up just on the show or obviously, as we see now, in the build to it, because it's like, 2 weeks away or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Love this. Love CM Punk being the number one contender. Really, really excited about the lineup of matches we've already got announced for SummerSlam. You've got, obviously, like I say, Punk Gunther. You've got Cody John Cena, with him hopefully going the right way this time. This new rumoured sort of bloodline tag match against the B&B Security or whatever they're called.
That's what we're calling them now.
What else have we got? The triple threat announced last night. That's going to be incredible. Naomi, Io, and Rhea Ripley. And is Jelly Roll wrestling?
Seems that way.
Some sort of tag match with
Randy
Logan
Orton
Paul and what have you.
Drew, and seems that way.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Sure.
Jay Tiffany as well. I shouldn't have forgot about that one. Yeah. Really, really like the lineup. They've suddenly put the hammer down with regards to we've got a 2-night SummerSlam to fill.
Stadium stuff.
They're pulling out all the stops. Just great to see Roman Reigns back, and the pop was ridiculous. I fell out of my chair watching that this morning. I was like...
First time since WrestleMania, the night after.
Yeah.
The Raw after WrestleMania. Total secret as well. It didn't leak beforehand.
No.
Usually, because reporters are so good at their jobs these days, usually this stuff kind of comes out in advance. It did not come out in advance. So a well-kept secret, which is always welcome and always always something that I enjoy. Yeah, OTC 1, it's funny. They've released now the Tribal Chief Championship. Have you seen this as well?
I need to get this.
It's
It's my birthday.
It's out there. It's $600.
It's not my money.
yeah, exactly. It's your family's, which is ostensibly
Better,
yours.
if anything.
Yeah. So yeah, you can buy that. I guess $600 if you want to be the Tribal Chief 2. I guess.
Gonna show up on the news wearing that one day.
Yeah.
Oh, this old thing.
OTC 54.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, do you get, is it like you're in a queue?
Yeah.
You're number 65 in the OTC queue.
You're the original Tribal Chief number 65. Yeah.
If anything happens to the previous 64, you have to step up.
Nice to see Gunther getting a real match as well. I think, like I said it on the news yesterday, it speaks volumes of WWE's trust in him, that they've trusted him to have good matches or deliver with people like Goldberg, who's 58 or something. That ruled. And people like Pat McAfee, who's a part-timer.
Yeah.
People like Jey Uso's not the best in-ring in the world, but he has delivered with Gunther. They've trusted him with all these spots. Now he's getting a proper big-time real music singles match with CM Punk that's going to rock the house. He's not had those in his reigns as WWE champion, so I'm looking forward to those.
Yeah, that could very easily main event one of the nights without question at
You'd think
SummerSlam.
so, yeah.
Huge match. Yeah, I think it was the best option that they had. With factoring in, actually, I should mention the part of my story now, with regards to what's going on with Seth Rollins, in fact, because there's a load of speculation around this Seth Rollins injury. In case you missed it, he suffered a knee injury during his match with LA Knight at the Saturday night's main event, and it seemed like they called an audible and just said, like, right, let's get this match wrapped up. So LA Knight hit him with the BFT and got the 1, 2, 3. Subsequent to that, there's been a lot of speculation as to what's going on with this injury, whether it was actually suffered during the match or whether it was sort of worked into the match to cover for an actual injury. I'll read this report. It's from John Pollock of Post Wrestling, who said, here's what I've been told. I was told 2 days ago to look out for an injury angle with Seth Rollins that would, it's even described to me, be an injury angle even, that gets him on crutches going into SummerSlam. I was told this 2 days before the match happened, so either they're Nostradamus or not, basically. He goes on to speculate whether or not it is them exaggerating an injury that he does have, but making it seem worse. So I think he was seen backstage at Evolution with like a knee brace on and crutches and what have you, to maybe swerve people if he does decide to do some sort of epic cash-in at SummerSlam, because he's already got one of those in his repertoire already, so another amazing one would not be surprising whatsoever. Interestingly enough, Brian Alvarez chimed in on it on Wrestling Observer Radio, saying there's mixed reports regarding that he is dealing with some sort of an injury, but not that the injury occurred with LA Knight on Saturday. He's going to be out of action for a bit, but I think they maybe want to exaggerate a little bit longer, just in case they do have the opportunity to be like, oh, you're actually better in time for SummerSlam. Well, maybe we can work with that.
Yeah, interesting. This is a weird story. Because the way it was worked in the match made it look like it was not real. But you never can really tell because he has an injury of knee issues.
Yeah.
And but then they did stuff like the way Rollins kind of looked. He looked really concerned. And then when LA Knight won, it looked like he wasn't truly satisfied. He was like, "Oh, this way or whatever, not like this." Blah 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 blah. Now we have these reports. Pollock was talking as well about how like his first cash-in obviously was it's like regarded as the best ever.
Although Naomi's is a close second now. I love Naomi's.
It was good, but
so good.
Either way, he was talking about how Rollins' next one, it can't just be like a run-of-the-mill thing. Yeah, you can't just do a 15 out of 100 tier cash-in. It's got to be something big and epic, so that perhaps it's all speculative. The injury is a way to heighten the drama. It could be. Who knows? It's weird. I'm just enjoying the ride, to be honest, because I don't know what's true. I do believe the report from Fightful that Rollins was walking around hobbling around backstage with a knee brace. I think that people have probably been worked in WWE. If it is a work, I imagine they would go to the length of working some of the bars.
Yeah.
I also think it's quite suspect that Triple H wasn't asked about this at the Evolution press conference. He just said an update on Rollins. He just blurted it out like apropos of nothing. So it's like that's an interesting aspect too. Like if he kind of crowbarred that in there as someone he wanted to project, is it fake? Is it real? Is it a cover up for a different injury, which I think has been kind of speculated to? It's weird. Either way, the Seth Riders are going to have to cope without the big man, Seth freaking Rollins for a few weeks, I guess.
Yeah, I always feel weird speculating on these stories. I hate sort of saying, oh, is this injury a work or what have you? If it is, why don't we just let ourselves be worked? Because I hate, like I think back to like the Kevin Owens one where people are like, nah, he's just faking it so he can do a big surprise at WrestleMania. No, he might never be able to wrestle again.
Yeah.
I hope he's all right. I really enjoyed his appearance on Cody Rhodes' podcast. Hope he's recovering well. I know he's been going through it with some of the issues getting slightly worse before he'd gone for this surgery. But I feel very awkward. Like we're reporting on this and then we're about to talk about Adam Cole. I'm not suggesting that anyone is saying that that's a work, but it just feels really weird. So I always feel just say like, do you know what? If it is all pretend, then fine. I'll just watch him come out and do a high kick routine at SummerSlam before cashing in and be like, well played, sir.
Yeah, sir. Tip your fedora.
Indeed. Believe it.
Gee whiz. Right, let's talk about Adam Cole then. We mentioned him there.
Oh.
Apparently he was ready to retire All In. We spoke about a little bit about him yesterday, and Andrew Pollard spoke about him on Sunday, but it was revealed, I think during the broadcast of All In, that Cole was injured. He wouldn't be able to defend the TNT title on that show. He relinquished it. He came out. He did a big promo in the ring where he was visibly very upset. Roddy Strong was crying behind him, and Cole was saying, "I don't know if I'm going to be back." He said, "I paraphrasing, but it was something along the lines of, I don't want to say I'm retiring, but I don't know if I'll be back." Very serious stuff. Afterwards, it came out that he's been dealing with concussion issues again, which, he's gone into in the past, and that kept him sidelined for a long time previously. Horrible. And he revealed that he was having trouble sleeping, and we all remember that promo. It was really well done. But Brian Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Radio said that he was ready to retire All In. Here's what Brian said. From what I can gather, he was pretty much ready to go out on Saturday and retire. And I guess, cooler heads prevailed. And it's exactly what he said. He was like, I'm not in the right headspace to make that decision. His future as a wrestler is very much in doubt. And it's just going to be a matter of time when he feels he's in the right headspace. He's going to make a decision and we'll see what happens. So concussions are extremely variable. One concussion can keep you out for a week. Other concussions can ruin your career. So it's a dire situation career-wise for Adam Cole. There's no positive to this. It's just brutal and ugly and horrible. And hopefully he is dealing with this as best he can, mentally and physically. But it sucks seeing anyone get their career taken away from them, potentially.
Yeah, it's horrible, and obviously, like you say, especially with the knowledge that we have we know about concussions as wrestling fans, obviously, but especially like the details of the previous one that he suffered, that he just spelled out when he came back, obviously, sounded horrific, and you can, to a certain extent, understand the frustration that would lead you to say, I'm just not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to put myself in a position, despite this is the fact that something he clearly loves to do more than anything. Well, maybe play Uno.
Yeah.
So
he's doing the chugs.
He should go to Vegas now. They've got the Uno game in Vegas, apparently.
You know where he could show up in Vegas? The HyperX esports arena.
Hey?
Do a lot of esports in there. I assume Adam Cole's in the esports.
Yeah,
maybe?
definitely. Yeah. But it's like he loves doing wrestling, but if it means he has to suffer this much, putting in this sort of risk into his life, I can understand him being like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to. It's not he doesn't want to wrestle anymore. He just doesn't want to put himself in the position where he feels the way he feels, because it sounds absolutely dreadful what he's been through and what he's going through.
That might not even be his decision.
Yeah, exactly.
It might be a doctor going, sorry, man.
Yeah.
It's tough.
But obviously, he's such a. I don't know anyone who dislikes Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Such a beloved guy within wrestling, and you saw the emotion on everyone's face when he came out and said what he said, and you've seen the subsequent outpouring of support online for him. I hope he gets better soon and decides whatever's best for him. I don't want to say gets back to doing what he loves, because whatever he thinks is right for him is right for him.
Exactly. So
get well soon, Adam.
Yeah, exactly.
Lovely man. We've met him before at Wale Mania.
There you go.
And he couldn't have been nicer.
Yeah, I've never heard a bad word said from people who've met him, and it reflects.
Too handsome. That's about it.
You're too good looking. But get well soon. This is just it's a stinker.
Right, let's talk about WWE Evolution from Sunday night, a big weekend of wrestling, of course, and the backstage reaction to it. Fightful doing some more excellent reporting on this, saying that the sources within WWE thought the show was a home run. One higher up that WWE spoke to, in WWE that spoke to, that they said they put the women in the position to over-deliver, and they were all happy with how the matches ended up. The IC title, the triple threat, of course, with Bayley and Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch, and the world title match, that amazing main event, got particularly high marks. Some of the producers were revealed. Molly Holly helped with Naomi versus Jade Cargill. And speaking of Naomi, a lot of happy people backstage for Naomi. She's widely adored, quite rightly. Well, apart from if your name's Jade Cargill, I suppose, and has received a ton of praise for her heel run this year. The roster were really happy with with how things turned out, and I thought this was an interesting wrinkle to it all. Some that they spoke to, Fightful, said that they wished that the show would have got more of a build. I agree too.
Yeah.
But found the challenge of filling the gaps on social media to be fun. Yeah, you know this match that we've booked for 3 days' time?
Yeah.
Do you want to make people interested in it? I have to say, I thought WWE Evolution was, I think, my favourite show this year. I thought it was absolutely sensational.
I thought it was the best WWE show of the year. Especially the opener and the closer. It's really cool when you can bookend with show. Yeah. You know what the difference for me was? It wasn't just the hard work or the match quality or the excellent effort that the woman put forth. It was the fact that it was like a 7 matches, 8 matches?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so more matches than we usually expect, and it was much tighter, it was much leaner, it flowed much better as a result.
Flew by, didn't it?
Watching it was an absolute joy compared to these 5-match cards that have half an hour of garbage between them. So, lesson to be learned there. This was like a really good balance for WWE. The
crowd were awesome as well.
Yeah, really good crowd. Good show, really good show. And just learn from it. Yes, in the box office, maybe not the most successful show they've had this year. I believe they said they were up to about 9K.
Yeah.
Which is lower than the average Raw. So, there's work to be done. I think they could have sold more tickets with a better build. So learn from that as well. But yeah, really good show. I don't see how you could look at it and go, this sucks.
No.
Unless you just really hate the product, in which case that's fine. Art is subjective. I look at a Sleep Token album and go, this is the worst thing I've ever heard. I have colleagues who are like, this is the best thing I've ever heard. That's how it works.
Yeah.
It's fine. But yeah, lots of positives to be taken and hopefully applied to future shows.
I really hope, just to sort of echo what Big E was saying in the aftermath of this show, I hope that they look at the reaction this has got. And the wave of momentum is continued for this women's division across WWE. I hope they book one immediately for next year. I thought it'd be optics are what they are, but I do think it'll be an amazing optics win to be like, you know what? In this week, immediately in the aftermath, this was so good. We are definitely doing Evolution 2026.
Yeah, I'm cynical of that. Triple H's words to that weren't the most encouraging in the press conference. He was like, maybe we'll see what we can do. And it's like, you don't want to do it. I don't know if he wants to do another one of these, which would be a real shame because the quality was way higher than the average 4 or 5 matcher for me personally.
Blue Saturday Night's main event out of the wall.
Yeah. I really liked the Goldberg match.
I did like the Goldberg match.
It was.
I did for a split second think, oh my God, they're putting the world title on Goldberg.
So did I. That tease with the referee coming down was really good.
Oh.
But that match can't hold a candle to the Intercontinental or the Rhea Ripley Io Sky match, obviously. As much as I enjoyed it. So yeah, lots of lessons to be learned. I hope they do another one.
Yeah.
I just don't know if they will, reading maybe too much into what Triple H said in his manner. Next time you do it as well, how about we book it as just a show rather than a counter-programming measure? Because the counter-programming measure did not work, brother. You got whooped by Beyonce as well. She was there all week, man. You shouldn't have done that.
All everyone was talking about on Saturday afternoon was the Great American Bash. So you might as well.
Yeah. Stole the headlines, didn't it?
It was a really good show, actually. Well, we'll talk about it later on the NXT Preview podcast. But for now, let us know your thoughts on Evolution and everything we discussed in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Get your hands on that brilliant NordVPN deal in the description below. And in the meantime, why not check out What's This?
Wrestling matches ruined by one botch.
Oh.
What happened here, hey?
Give it a click.
You clicked on it and you watched it. That's what happened. Bye.